Hello everyone! Now for our next hand design, we'll start off by taking these two threads, bring it up from the bottom to the top in the middle area as such. Take the right hand side loop of it and then push it towards the left side, and then take the other side of it and then pull it through the other side. Now you should have formed a square-like shape in the middle. Tighten it wherever required. Take the bottom long end of it and then diagonally fold it over. As for the side loops, bring them and make them overlap one on top of the other to make another square shape to it. Now this will be the second layer of it. Pull it tight and shut once you're done with this. After you're done with it, this is the shape you should be left with. There should be a knot on one of the ends in order to make it look all the more better. Now in case there are gaps, you may tighten it using any of the threads that are available, and then if you want you may loosen all four of the edges. Now as you can see, there's a small hole in the sweater-like material. Start off by threading the needle and then slowly begin to stitch along the lines of the small hole that is present. Now as you can see, we are using a blue thread in order to make it as invisible as possible. As we are going alongside the lines of this, we will continue to do an entire circle to it. Now after doing so, it should be able to cover up the hole. Make sure that you do not go only around and then go through it as well. Now once you're finally done with it, then tie a knot to it so that it does not come undone once you're done with it. Make sure that the gap as well is fully covered up, and only tie the knot after you've confirmed this. Cut off the excess pieces of it as well and then adjust the rest as need be. This will be the final look of it. Next, we'll start off by taking a thread, loop it around one of the fingers, and then continue to twist the rest of it over. Take one end of it and pull it through the hole that is present. Tighten it as such and then bring it back down. After you bring it back down, take one of them and then continue to loop it around one of it. Now as you continue to do so, take the longer end of it and then pull it through as such. Pull it through the other smaller gap that is present in the middle. After you've tightened it accordingly, this is what it should look like. It can be used as a keychain. Make sure that you tighten all of the knots and then afterwards adjust it even more if you need to. If you want only the knot to be there as the top, then bring up the top loop and then adjust it in such a way that it falls on the bottom instead, and then pull it tight together. Once you're done with it, this is what it'll finally look like. Adjust it as need be. Now for our next design, we'll start off by taking the thread, make a loop out of it. After you make the loop, bring it back up, take one end of it, wrap it around the loop. Take the other side, make another loop out of it and put one into the other. After you do so, then afterwards, join it together, take the loop through it and then pull it downwards. After you pull it downwards, you should be left with the fourth loop, and then afterwards pull it through the side once again. Now afterwards, tighten it ever so slightly. After you tighten it ever so slightly, take one end of it and then put it through the rightmost corner. After this has been put in the middle, then adjust the sides as need be. After this, make sure that you cut off too much of the excess. Next, take a thread, make a loop out of it, take the other part of the thread, wrap it around the loop, take the other part of the thread, make a loop and insert it into the first loop. Lift this up and bring it back down, take the edge of it and then pull the edge through the loop that is facing downwards. Pull it through the other loop that is facing downwards as well. Gather it together and then afterwards do so using the thread. After this, pull it tight together and this is what it should look like. Thank you for watching.